Hello and welcome to a new video, and this is one of my new pickups, and managed to find this particular item for a very good price. It was actually cheap, or consideration of being a bargain, and it's a very, well, not necessarily a franchise, but from a particular big company. And with their older stuff, I was a big fan of it, of their older stuff. Obviously with their more modern stuff that they're doing, I still like some of them, but with the amount of stuff that they churn out these days, it's pretty hard to kind of keep up with it all. But some of the older stuffs for me were classics, and what better way to add to the other classics that I already have in my collection by getting this particular item. So without further ado, we shall commence the unboxing. Now it did come pretty quickly, and it's going to be interesting to see the actual condition sorry, pardon me, of the actual item itself. And I have seen it pretty cheap on eBay, or on the UK one. So if you're interested in picking up this same item and you're in the UK, you should be able to get it really cheap. To do this without doing any damage. And again, this item is second hand, so kind of bear that kind of in mind. Yeah, it's already trying to get it all out. And as you can see, it's from Disney, so it's a 2-pack movie collection on Blu-ray. So I'm gonna put this straight, a little bit more straight, and it's of the movie Cinderella. Now I didn't notice this. Now I knew that the first one was the classic one from the 1950s, and then the second movie, I thought it was a sequel, but after doing more research, I found out that it's actually the live action remake of the original animated movie. So that's cleared up things for me. Although they did make two direct to DVD or Blu-ray sequels. So there was a Cinderella 2 and a Cinderella 3 that's available. Although how that storyline works, I haven't got a clue. You can see that both Blu-rays are showcased in this box, and the box looks in really good conditions. There's a little bit of crease in here, but nothing to that stands out that it's really damaged, but it's pretty much in really good condition. And then you've got that there, so you've got all the information of both movies. And take these out, and you can see the classic Cinderella, which is one disc, and then the live action as well. Now I was we'll put it back in and we'll discuss more. When it comes to the classic animation of Disney, I was a big fan of the classic Disney movies growing up as a young boy. Obviously, you had things like Pinocchio, Jungle Book. The more modern ones after recent ones were in that time frame were like The Little Mermaid, Lady and the Tramp. I'm trying to think what other ones I've got, but I do have quite a lot of them in my collection. Obviously, you've got the newer ones where obviously you had the Toy Story movies and Cars, the sequels that they made. But for me, it was always the classic Disney old school animated movies. That's either some of them I saw on re-releases in the cinema, because when they first came out, would have been born yet, or when they were on TV. So there's something about the classic old school drawn animation of the classic Disney movies. And of recent, obviously they've been doing the live action remakes of all their classic hits. I think they've already done Pinocchio. I think they've done Snow White of recent, which I don't know if probably did that well. There was a live action Jungle Book as well, and they're probably going to do many more obviously live action versions of their animated hits. So we'll start off with the 1950s Cinderella, and that it's a 1950s American animated musical fantasy film, and this was obviously produced by Walt Disney's Productions and released by RKO Radio Pictures, based on Charles Pernot's 1697 fairy tale. And trying to see, it was directed by Wilfred Jackson, Hamilton Lusky, and Cycle the I can't even pronounce that name, so I'm going to butcher it. And obviously you got the story by William Peet, Ted Shears, Homer Brightman, Kenneth Anderson, Enderman Penner, Winston Hibble, and Harry Reeves, and Joel Rindell, or I'm probably butchering that. And the voice actors were Eileen Woods, Elna Aldi, Werner Felton, Rhoda Williams, James McDonald, and Louise Van Rooten, so I'm probably butchering that as well. And the music was by Oliver Wallace and Paul Smith. The original, and also it was distributed by RKO Radio Pictures. Original release dates were February 22nd, 1950 in Boston, and in April 27, 1950 in the United States. The running time of the original Cinderella animated movie is 76 minutes, and that was made on a budget of $2.2 million and made a box office of $182 million. And as I said before, there were sequels that were made. There was a Cinderella 2 and Cinderella 3. The live action movie, which was released in 2015, same year as the Future Back to the Future 2, part 2 should I say. And the live action Cinderella movie was directed by Kenneth Branagh, screenplay by Chris Waltz, and it was based on Disney's Cinderella, as I said before. Produced by Simon Kinberg, Alison Schumer, and David Barnum, and starred Kate Blanchett, Lily James, Richard Madden, Stellan Skarsgård, Holiday Garner or Grainer, Derek Jacob, and Helena Bonham Carter. And it says here cinematography by Hans Zimmer. I can't even pronounce that. I'm going to butcher that. And music by Patrick Doyle. And the release date of this movie was February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day, February 13th, 2015. And in the United States, elsewhere in the United States, it was released on March 13th, 2015. And then it was released in the United Kingdom in March 27th. In the United Kingdom, March the 27th, 2015. And the runtime of the live action movie was 106 minutes and was made on a budget of $96 million. And it made back in the box office $543.5 million. So it looks, by looks of it, that it was successful. They're probably not going to be making a sequel, Cinderella 2. But yeah, I had no idea. I knew that obviously that Disney, there was a couple of movies that I knew that Disney were releasing as live actions, but I didn't know that there was a Cinderella one. That seemed to have slipped me by, so I didn't know that. So we'll start off with the animated one from the 1950s in terms of we'll get that one first. And you can see the Blu-ray there, you can see showcasing the artwork there, which looks giving you the old school Disney there, and you can see the artwork in there. And it's the Disney Classics, and this is rated U. And it says Disney's 12th animated classics. It says Disney's Cinderella is transformed to a new level of brilliance on Blu-ray. Rediscover the timeless story, the memorable music, and unforgettable characters, now enchanting than ever with pristine digital picture and dazzling high definition sound. Cinderella has faith her dreams will come true. With the help from her loyal mice friends, lucky for some, and a wave of her fairy godmother's wand, Cinderella's rags are magically transformed into a glorious gown, and off she goes to the royal ball. But when the clock strikes midnight, the spell is broken, leaving only a single glass slipper, the only key to the ultimate fairy tale ending. So the extras that you have on this are, or some of the stuff I can see here are animated short film, The Real Fairy Godmother, who knew they existed, and digitally restored picture and sound. This is a one disc, so there's a, as far as I can see here. The extras include features Disney enhanced high definition picture and sound, disc introduction by Diane Disney Miller, Backstage Disney, The Real Fairy Godmother, Behind the Magic, Disney Princess Fantasy Land, The Magic of the Glass Slipper, A Cinderella Story, an alternate opening sequence. Wow, I didn't know that. And Entangled Ever After, deleted scenes, which I didn't know they even had, which is going to be interesting to see. Cinderella title song, unused songs, and radio programs and theatrical trailers. So that's pretty cool for what you get. There's quite a few extras that you're getting on the Blu-ray disc. Of course, this is available to buy on DVD as well. 4K, I have not got a clue. And obviously, if you've got access to Disney Plus, then I'm assuming that this movies will be available on their streaming platforms. Video 1080p high definition 16:9, so that's 1:3, 3:1. Audio enhanced DTS 7.1, HDMA, English DTS 5.1, and Italian DTS 1.0, HDMA, English original theatrical mix, and subtitles English and English for the hearing impaired and Italian. And as support, this is rated U, so it contains no material likely to offend or harm. So this will be perfect for young children or trying to relive your childhood again. And then we have the Blu-ray there. At least I've put some form of artwork on the Blu-ray, so at least you get something. The condition, it looks really good. It looks almost brand new. So that's really cool there. So that's all you kind of get. So that's just the Cinderella animated 1950s movie. So we'll move on to the 2015 live action. And I'll read what it says as follows. Celebrate the transformative power of kindness with Disney's Cinderella, a modern classic that shines with beauty and imagination and magic. Despite being bullied by her stepmother, Kate Blanchett, and stepsisters, Spirited, Ella, Lily James refuses to despair or retaliate, choosing to instead honor her mother's last words. Have courage and be kind. Well, that's something that people don't like about the new Superman movie, or the right wing, even though. Well, we'll go into that when we eventually remove the movie. To be kind. Then one day she meets a remarkable, like-minded man in the woods, and she resolved to take charge of her fate in hopes of seeing him again. At the royal ball, a fairy godmother, Helena Bonham Carter, and a enchanted glass slipper, and suddenly magic becomes reality. Cinderella will captivate your whole family forever after. And it says includes the animated short Frozen Fever. Again, this is one disc, and obviously it's the Blu-ray Plus bonuses. So the extras that you get are features Disney enhanced high definition picture and sound, fairy tale comes to life, costume tests fun, staging for ball, alternative opening, Ella's childhood and Ella's fairy friends, and Frozen Fever. Specifications on the video are video 1080p high definition, so that's 16 by 9, so that's 2 by 3 9 by 1. Audio DTS HD MA 7.1, English Dolby Digital 5.1, Czech, Polish, Portuguese, Romanian DTS 5.1, Spanish, and Dolby 2.0 audio described English. Subtitles English for the hearing impaired, Czech, Polish, Portuguese, Romanian, and Spanish. And the movie is rated U, so very mild scenes of emotional upset, but universally suitable for all. We have the front cover of the live action movie there, as you can see there. So it's quite interesting to compare the 1950s animated movie to the live action 2015 movie. So that's very interesting, and very disappointing that what they've done is, it's a bit lazy for me, is that they've put no artwork on the live action one. Something that Disney got a bad habit of doing with their distribution of their Blu-rays. I think it's a bit lazy, because if you can go the effort in doing it for the 1950s version of the movie on their Blu-ray, then I don't see why they couldn't have done that for the live action, which is a bit lazy, but that's how life goes, I guess. Again, the condition of it looks really good there. So I place that back in there. No digital copy with the Region 2, which is the UK one. So I don't know if there are digital copies available in the Region 1 North America releases. But and then you got the back of here, which pretty much gives a synopsis of the both movies, which is what was at the back of the Blu-ray, and obviously the extras and the specifications of the video and the sound for each of the movies. So you got all that covered there. So you get all this in one double pack. Now, I got this from Music Magpie, and this was, I can line up to get straight. This was actually £1.90 with free delivery. So I think for £1.90, I think that's an absolute bargain, and something that you don't see every day, and especially of a classic, well, more so of the animated movie, that you're getting the classic movie for £1.90 plus having the bonus of having the live action thrown in. But as I said before, you can get the straight to DVD or Blu-ray sequel to Cinderella with the animated movies, with Cinderella 2 and 3, which you can get on DVD and on Blu-ray. So I'm trying to work out the price. So it's basically each movie Blu-ray is probably about 90p each, if I'm doing my maths correctly. Probably give or take. I'm probably getting it wrong. No, it's probably, I got it wrong. It's 90. If it's 95p each, something like that. Yeah, it would be like roughly about 95p each, so that's not too bad. And as I said before, the condition of it is in fantastic condition, and I haven't seen the Cinderella 1950s movie since I was a kid, so that was decades ago, and obviously the live action, I have never seen that, so it's going to be an interesting in contrasting, comparing the two movies together. So this is the unboxing of the two movie collection of Cinderella, the 1950s animated movie, and Cinderella, the live action movie from 2015. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to share your friends and family. Also, if you can give this video a thumbs up, I really appreciate that. That will allow people to follow my YouTube channel and content. This is because of the YouTube algorithms favor the bigger YouTubers, so their channel and content gets advertised on the YouTube recommendation page. It'll be nice to get some new subscribers. And speaking of subscribers, if you already haven't, please consider subscribing if you want to see stuff like this, which Blu-ray unboxings, Blu-ray Steelbook unboxings, on rare occasion DVD unboxings, my Blu-ray and Blu-ray Steelbook collection, as well as my limited edition DVD collection. I recently did a few months ago of the 1985 movie Back to the Future on VHS cassette, so you can check that out. And I followed it up with Back to the Future Part 2 on VHS cassette as well. And I will be doing, eventually we'll be uploading and filming Back to the Future Part 3 on VHS cassettes. So you can check those out. Also, I do video game unboxings, video game playthroughs, food and drink reviews, which I've recently done of the original recipe of Iron Brew, the 1901 original recipe. So you can check that out, and other food reviews I've done. I'm hopefully going to be try to be doing other food reviews as well. You can check those out as well. Also, beauty products, whether it's body washes, shower gels, bath salts, aftershaves and facial products. And what I normally do is that I do, after a few weeks of use, I do follow-up videos of YouTube shorts telling you whether I recommend the products and whether or not they're money for value. So you can check out those as well. Also, comics. Been really enjoying the Absolute series from DC Comics. Also, my comic book collection, and also my comic book graphic novels. You can check out the Batman with 3 Jokers graphic novel, which I recently uploaded a few weeks ago, and I'll be doing more graphic novels, whether they're DC or Marvel. So you've got that to look forward to. Also, figures and statues. I've recently uploaded the 60-inch figure of Superman from Spin Master, and that's based on the Superman 2025 movie, so you can check that out. I've recently filmed a gaming figure from a popular franchise, so that will be uploaded soon. Also, and that comes a couple of recent pickups I did was of something in relation to the 1986 Transformers animated movie, which I've not bought anything Transformers related in decades, and also something Star Wars related, and another item that is also super related. Also, you can also check out my Superboy Prime unboxing video from McFarlane Toys, which I did a few months ago, and hopefully you'll enjoy that video. Also, you can check out my Artifacts statues based on the New 52 Justice League. Those statues were donated to me from a friend of mine who's had some statues and some figures, and decided to donate them to me because he knew that I'm a big fan. So you can check out those videos, and I might do some of them again as quick YouTube shorts. Also, I think I've did a figure unboxing video of The Watchmen, so you can check out that as well. And also got some other pickups during last Christmas just gone, previous Christmases, the January sales and previous January sales. So there's going to be lots of statues and figures to showcase on my channel, and they will be in relation to DC, Marvel, Transformers, Star Wars, and video game and movie relation as well. Also, I also do a monthly vlog, which is what I'm up to for the last month, what I'm going to be up to next month, and also rant videos when they deem necessary, and also YouTube shorts as well. Gadgets and DIY products as well as film memorabilia stuff, which is going to be Back to the Future related, and I think you're absolutely going to love them once they're uploaded and once they're filmed and uploaded to the YouTube channel. Also, clothing pickups. I've got a couple of clothing stuff to showcase my channel. I've already done one recently from JD Sports, part of their sales, some of the Mackenzie shorts, so you can check out that, and you can check out some other previous clothing pickups that I've done, whether it's sportswear or t-shirts or even footwear as well. And again, as I said, I've got some other stuff to showcase my channel, which I think people are absolutely going to love, so stay tuned for that. Also, electrical appliance unboxings, where it's been microwaves, and I've got 3 Vax products that I've also unboxed as well. While 2 of them I'll be doing as follow-up YouTube reviews. Also, accessories, whether it's for gaming, whether it's for different battery packs for the Xbox controller, glass screen protector for the Nintendo Switch 2. You can check out that, where you can see me unboxing the actual product, and another video of me installing it, which was a pain, and believe you me. Also, I've done a unboxing of the Nintendo Switch 2, which you can check out my YouTube channel as well. I had to re-upload that because it disappeared off my channel, so I had to re-upload it a few weeks ago, so you can check out that. And also, I've done a series of comparison videos comparing the components of the Nintendo Switch 1 to the Nintendo Switch 2, so you can check out that as well. Also, art books. I've done 3 of recent. One of the movie Gemini Man, one of Black Panther Wakanda, and one of the art and making of Pacific Rim Uprising. Normally these hardback art books go anywhere between £30 to £35, but I managed to pick these up between £2.99 to £4.99 from Forbidden Planet in Holborn in central London. So if you're in the area, check out, see what stuff or what they've got. I have got some other art books that I got from previous summer sales and Christmas and January sales as well, and they will be movie, TV show, and video game related. I do have some other art books I've got in my collection I've collected over the years. They will mainly be superhero related, especially with the Dark Knight trilogy and also the James Bond franchise as well. So stay tuned for that. Also, I do movie and TV show recommendations and reviews. Of recent, I've done Batman Returns. You can check out that sequel to the '89 Batman movie. Again, it's a really great Blu-ray steelbook and really good sequel. Also, I've done reviews of Sudden Death, Iron Man, the first one starring Robert Downey Jr., which is directed by Jon Favreau. Again, one of my favourite Marvel movies and my favourite Iron Man movie. So you can check out that review. Also, Star Trek The Search for Spock, the sequel to The Wrath of Khan, Star Trek 2. And again, decent sequel and a really good Blu-ray steelbook. Also, I've also done a review of Batman Forever, decent enough sequel and a really great Blu-ray steelbook. Mission Impossible, again, the first one starring Tom Cruise, which was directed by Brian De Palma. Looks fantastic on Blu-ray. I can only imagine what it looks like on 4K. A great Blu-ray steelbook, so check out that. Also, the 1918 movie Tron. Again, movies is way ahead of its time in terms of special effects. Great Blu-ray steelbook. And also the 1918 movie Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. Again, classic Star Trek movie. Great. It's a great Blu-ray steelbook, and you get two versions of the movie, which is the theatrical cut and the director's cut. I will be doing some more movie reviews as well, old and new. Hopefully, I will be seeing the new Superman movie, so I'll give you my first impressions and then a short review of that, and also hopefully of Fantastic Four the first steps. I'll be doing a review of that, and I haven't done Superman. I haven't done any cinema reviews in quite a few years now, so this will be new and kind of refreshing. So I'm trying to think of what other stuff that I've missed. I think that pretty much covers everything. There's probably a lot more other stuff that I probably missed out, but you can check out the content on my YouTube channel as well. Christmas 2023, we hit 500 subs. Early 2024, we hit over 600 subscribers, and as of the 14th of July, we're way over halfway to 900 YouTube subscribers. I think we're only 20 subscribers away from hitting 900 YouTube subscribers. So thanks to every single one of you that subscribed to my YouTube channel, whether or not you're a long-time subscriber or you're a recent subscriber. Really appreciate you all. If there's any questions that you want to ask about a particular product, then please feel free to ask in the comment section, and I'll do the best I can in answering any questions. Hopefully we can hit the 900 subscriber mark. That's we're not too far away, and the big target for me has always been the 1,000 subscriber mark. So hopefully we'll get this sooner rather than later. So again, without you guys, my channel wouldn't be where it is without you guys. So thank you to each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. I also live stream on Twitch. To find me on there, it's the same name as my YouTube name, add number 76. If you care to follow me on Twitch and still having trouble finding me, I will leave the link. I will leave a link in the description box. I don't have a set schedule, and when I live stream, this is mainly because of my busy personal life and health issues as well. So it's a day-by-day basis when I can or can live stream. Normally, if there's any copyright material in it, I try to export the videos to YouTube. And speaking of YouTube, on a rare occasion I do live stream on YouTube. It will be casual gaming, so it'll be beat 'em up, shoot 'em up, platform game, racer game, sports games, things like that. Even if you do miss the live streams, the videos will be kept up. Although it would be nice to have some live viewership, but I know people are working, they've got family lives or different time zones. A couple of months ago I did 2 birthday streams, which you can check out. So hit that notification bell in the off chance when I do live stream. Again, as I said, if you can't make it, the streams will be kept up anyways, and I'm going to try to do my best to try to do some more live streaming on YouTube. Anyway, that just leaves getting all tongue tied now. Anyway, that's it for this video. Wherever you're in the world, please stay safe, be kind to each other, and I will speak to you again on the next video. Bye for now.